Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Nothing Zilch Nada. This time, after hours. I'm your host, Xavier Dean,
And I'm Jacob Green.
and this week is my topic. And just like I warned Jake, I have compiled a list of 10 things that some people put in their cars as like little decorations or other accessories. And Jake,
Hey,
yep.
hey, Xavier. I just got the voice prompt just now saying that the video is just starting to record. I don't know if it's like,
No, it's been recording.
okay, all right. I guess mine has just been delayed. Okay, just checking.
Yeah. I'll double
Uh,
check afterwards just to make sure. All else fails, I may have to bring you back for a specific, like a special beginning of the episode.
all right.
Yep. But so anyway, for today, I've compiled a list of 10, I'm gonna say accessories in the car. Some of them will have their actual names, some of them because I don't know their actual names. I may just have what I would call them. Jake, after a brief description and the name, you're going to tell me whether or not you would put them in your car. And then I will also
Ready.
mention whether or not I would put them on in or on my car if I don't already have them in or on my car. There's a few I actually already have.
All righty.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. First thing, something I personally have and enjoy, rubber ducks. So they're normally you normally see them in Jeeps, but I know recently a lot more people have been putting rubber ducks in other vehicles. I have a Jeep Renegade. I've got four ducks in the front. Both my driver door and my front passenger door have a duck at the front window, and then I have seven ducks in the back window. They're just a fun little thing, you know, nothing too scary. Yep. So, Jake, would you put rubber ducks in your car?
You know, the thought has never crossed my mind that I would put rubber ducks in my car. Um, but after you mentioned it, a few things come to my mind. Well, one, uh, in when me and Xavier were both in grade school band, we did this like I can't remember if it was some type of fundraiser sort of deal, but you got to win prizes, and one of those prizes was like rubber duckies. So
Hmm.
I still have it back at my parents' place, a chain full of the rubber duckies on it, including that glow in the dark Hulk one.
Uh, I I can't tell you if I still have mine. I
Yeah.
don't think I have any of those ones. I
Yeah,
wish I did.
I know it's somewhere in one of the drawers in my old bedroom, but maybe I'll bring it out sometime. The other things that came to my mind, well, two other things. One, Ernie from Sesame Street, his rubber ducky. And then the third thing
Mhm.
is the VeggieTales episode of King George and the Ducky. Because if I start putting rubber ducks in my car, then and then I say I need to buy a new rubber ducky, then someone can say, but you already have a bunch of good duckies. They're not good enough anymore.
Yeah.
So just for the novelty
Mhm.
of it, I will definitely put rubber ducks in my car.
All right.
Maybe not right away, but maybe one of these days.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all know rubber ducky is the one for you.
Uh, yep. All right. So that is a yes for the rubber duckies. Where I'm slowly gathering my army. Gotta wait for my sister to get her car. If
You may have an army, but I have a Hulk ducky.
trying to think
I'm
of which
rolling
rubber
it with
ducky
the
could go against
no.
the Hulk ducky.
I'm rolling with these jokes in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I know. All right. Now the second item is a customized license plate, which apparently is a lot cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I thought a customized license plate would be a couple $100s. Some places have it as cheap as $25. I don't remember where because I got that information from like a YouTube video a couple years ago. So that could have easily changed. But this general idea is you don't want one of those boring license plates that's just a random mix of letters and numbers. Instead, you would want a license plate to encapsulate your personality. Some people will put their names on their license plates. Some people will do funny names for it. Um, Sometimes people will reference events in history. Like, I think the one thing that came up recently that I saw, someone who drives a Ford Bronco, a white Ford Bronco, and that is very important, had the license plate WWOJD, which stands for What Would OJ Do?
That's the tricky thing with the license plate, with trying to give something clever like that is, you know, with so few spaces for like letters and numbers, you really have to be clever about it.
Well, some people will take like the vowels out, or if you're using certain vowels, you'll replace it with a letter that looks like the vowel. So, like if you have an E, you'd replace it with a three. Some people will take an I and just replace it with a one. So, what do you think? Would you get a customized license plate for your car?
I definitely would, and I have been considering it. So, for a couple of reasons. So, for my customized license plate, because I'm sure you would be curious as to what I would put Dr. Green
All
for
right.
2 reasons. One is because my colleagues, I think I mentioned this before in one of our earlier episodes, but
Mhm.
in case I haven't, so early on in my undergrad degree, uh, my colleagues would constantly call me Dr. Green, and I won't get into the whole spiel as of why, but all my colleagues, even some faculty members, would and still to this day call me Dr. Green.
All
The
right.
second the second reason is because the car that I currently drive, which was previously owned by my mom, or at least driven by my mom, uh, the license plate that is currently on there already has the letters DR with a space in between that. And someone, I forgot who asked me this, but it wasn't that long ago where someone asked me like, was it on purpose that your license plate had the letters DR on it for doctor? And I was like, nope, it just came like that. So it was meant to be.
All
So
right.
yes, I would get a customized license plate, and it would be Dr. Green.
All right. So
So
Jake, yeah.
so so now so now I need to ask you what your customized license plate would be.
All right. So whenever this question comes up for me, I think back to The Suicide Squad, the movie that was released, I want to say 2020, if not 2021. There is a specific line in that movie that Harley Quinn says that says, if you drive with a, or like, if you drive around with a customized license plate, you die. So I'm not saying that's the only reason why I wouldn't have a customized license plate. My thing, because I had a lot of trauma from when I drove around in a green Kia and I started working at Subway, people recognizing my car and specifically going to Subway when I would work so that I could make their sandwiches. I feel like if I had my own customized license plate, it would just bring in more people like that.
Hmm.
So says the guy with rubber duckies and at least one more thing in this list.
You remember when every time, when you used to own the green car, and every time I would see it because everyone would have the same model and color of that car,
Hmm.
I would point it out to you and you would say that it would be the hamsters driving it.
It wasn't just you. Ev when I drove that car, everyone would see a car that looked the exact same and would either send me a text or tell me, "Hey, I saw your car at, in Tennessee. I saw your car in Wisconsin." And I'd be like, "Those hamsters, they stole it again.
Yeah,
Didn't get it back from the last
may,
time."
maybe those hamsters rebuild it because I could still see it.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. They didn't give it back.
Mhm.
All right, so third thing, and this thing is less of an accessory, but it is something that I've seen a lot of people talk about having, and how having something like this might be beneficial. It is a dash cam. So it's just a little camera that you would put in your car. It would face outside your window, and you're just catching everything that's going on outside. I can see where this could be like an invasion of privacy or something like that, but a lot of people utilize dash cams as a way for if they are in an accident, they can
Mhm.
prove that it wasn't their fault.
Yeah, I would definitely have it.
Oh,
Uh, not just because of like an accident, but maybe in case someone would break into your car. In fact, because the dash cam is in the front of the car, I would actually have it where I would have multiple cameras on different sides of the car. Because what if someone were to break in the back?
that's true. All right. Well, I agree with you, Jake. A dash cam is something I would like. I also so the other thing is a dash cam or catches audio, and I tend to talk
Okay.
to myself a lot when I'm driving alone. I say a lot of weird things. That and I if a certain song plays, I will belt out the lyrics. Horribly, I'm gonna add to the song. Except for Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood. I will hit every note to that song. That is my childhood song.
It's your fight song.
Yes. All right. So we're gonna come to, I'm gonna say the only other item on this list that I have personally and wildly enjoy, custom
Mhm.
tire caps. Basically,
Ah.
you take the tire caps that, keeps the air in your tires, and you get something fun. Like you could get, I've seen people use ducks, I've seen people use red solo cups. Some people have used their own like different designs. Personally, I'm a nerd. I've got Pokeballs in my or for my tire caps. Yep. Which is shout out to one of my friends who actually 3D printed those for me a couple years ago. They're
Mm.
still standing, even
Mhm.
after going through, or even after this being the second car they've been through. So, Jake, would you have a custom tire cap?
I'm gonna go for maybe.
Maybe.
I'll say if I was, because like I mean, I don't need custom tire caps necessarily. Um, I mean, if I were to have rubber ducks, I think those might be enough to just stand out on their own.
Ow, I'm
Um,
hurt by that, considering I have both rubber ducks and custom tire caps.
I mean, they're cool.
Hmm.
Like you do you. I'm not offended by them or anything, but
Oh,
like,
of course
but
not.
the other thing for me to keep in mind is just like, what would I have for mine? I mean, of course, I could go the same as you. I could do Pokeballs, but like, what if I wanted to do something else? What if I wanted to do a particular instrument
So
or just a basic music note?
I think I've actually seen these like three different entire caps in the shape of a saxophone.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So there are maybe.
There, maybe.
Would it be cool to have them? I
Hmm.
guess. Do I need them right now? No.
All right. That's fair. Like I said, I've got them. I like them. I know there are a couple people who know it's me just by looking at the tire caps. I also do have the original set of tire caps for the car in case something happens to these tire caps. But like you said, I've had them, I think, a little over 2 years now, and they're still standing.
Hmm.
All right. We're on to number five, window stickers. You all know those fun window stickers. They come in all different types. You could have a stick figure family. You could have a dinosaur eating a stick figure family. You could have different sayings. You know, there's the possibilities for window stickers are endless. Jake, would you have window stickers?
Um, um, this is kind of another maybe for me, but it leans more to like I would definitely try to.
Okay.
Um, and there's a couple possibilities for what I would use. Um, oh no, I thought of one of the possibilities, and you're gonna
What's the
hate me
possibility?
for saying this. Um, I would put specifically behind the window, um, the thing that Kevin says in Ultimate Alien, you gotta treat a car like you treat a woman. That just came up to my mind as I was thinking of the different things I would put up.
Oh, I want to say something, but I don't have any words right now. That would be awesome.
I mean, as someone that is a fan of Ben 10, I
Hmm.
think it would be funny for people that like wouldn't get the joke to just be like, "Oh, he must be sexist or something."
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Um, yeah, but besides that, you know, I also think of the possibility that like if I were to like say start a family, it would be cool to have one of those like family custom stickers.
You'd like to have
Um,
stick
yeah,
figures.
I would like to have those if it happens.
That's
Would
fair.
it would it happen? I don't know, but if I would, it would probably be something maybe a little bit clever. I'm
Hmm.
not sure if it'd be fiction related, like, or at least pop culture relevant, like Star Wars or Marvel.
Hmm.
That would depend if, like, the spouse I would, if I end up marrying to someone that is specifically into those things.
That's fair. No, I can totally see you getting a sticker that specifically says "I'm sexy and I know it."
I'm not sure if I would go that far.
I don't know. I could
Um,
see you getting one. All
I
right,
I I think I like the Kevin quote better.
that is a pretty fun one.
It, probably because like here's the thing. The the saxophone jokes, I
Mhm.
mean, people are going to expect them because like, I'm a saxophone player. So
Right.
if I were to do a saxophone joke, I'd be a little bit more clever about it.
That's fair. That's
And
fair.
especially since, I may be a fun musician, but I'm also kind of a serious musician as well. And as someone that plans on being like a saxophone professor, or just a music professor in general, I
Hmm.
gotta learn to be a little bit more clever.
No, that's true. That's true. All right, so that's a yes for Jake. As for me personally, or that's a maybe for Jake. And then for me, I'm leaning more towards probably not. Not to say I haven't thought about stickers. There's a couple stickers that I think would be pretty cool. Like I'm a big
Mhm.
Marvel guy, so I do that. I'm also an advocate uh for people with autism. My brother has autism. I would like to put one of those like a puzzle piece on there. Although I've got a duck with like a heart full of puzzle pieces for autism, so I think I've got that part covered.
Hmm.
But overall, for me, the idea of putting stickers on a car, like the main difference between stickers and then the rubber ducks and tire caps, I can take the ducks and tire caps off. The ducks I use Velcro. I can always buy more Velcro. Tire
Hmm.
caps, I can easily take them off, put the original on. With a sticker, if something were to happen to my car, there is no way for me to get that sticker back.
Yeah.
So,
I think maybe just as like an um I don't know what would you call it? An alternative to stickers would be magnets,
yeah,
custom magnets.
I've thought about magnets too, but I feel like for
Like
mag,
not not like an individual like tiny magnet for this
well,
specific thing. That'd be too
no.
much. But like just like a simple rectangle or circle or
Mhm.
oval of like whatever you want it to be or
All right. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
The magnets, I feel, especially with some of the weather we've been having recently, I'm not sure if a magnet would hold up to that weather. I don't want to be driving in the middle of a thunderstorm with a magnet falling off of my car on the interstate, and I get home and I look and I'm like, oh, that was my favorite magnet.
Mhm.
Like I said, I'm leaning more towards no for that, but I have had ideas for that.
Uh,
All right. All right, Jake. The next thing I have, and this is something I've specifically seen in the Volkswagen Bugs and Volkswagen Beetles,
mhm.
but I have seen other cars use these. They're the eyelashes for the headlights. Pretty self-explanatory.
Oh. Mm.
I don't know. My vision for that is like, headlights are the eyes, you know. So,
So basically
Jake,
your own version
would your
of
car have eyelashes?
absolutely not.
Okay. So it's a guy car.
Like the more you add like some of those custom features to your car, it makes you like stand out more. And
Mhm.
like, sure, sometimes you want to be fun with like the stuff that you own and whatnot. You know, like people like to customize their laptops, people like to customize like whatever they got. I've seen people put stickers on their saxophone.
Really?
And I'm personally, I'm almost wanting to consider doing it. I mean, I put stickers on my case already. I mean, and we're talking like some professional players. Like I know of people that put like there's a saxophone player that I know, Patrick Bartley. He has a Velcro Pichu thing on the neck of his saxophone. And
Nice.
I want one specifically for Mudkip because Mudkip is my favorite Pokemon. Well, one of my favorites, along with Swampert, but get to those. But um, what was I going with this? Oh yeah,
The eyelashes.
the eyelashes. I wouldn't do it. I feel like that's pushing it a little bit. Um, and even with the stickers and magnets, it might be pushing it as well. But with the eyelashes, I think that's a little bit too far in my case. And
Mhm.
also, I'm probably be best to not make my car look like it's from a Cars movie.
Did the cars actually have eyelashes? I didn't think the cars
The
had eyelashes.
I mean the lady cars, I think
Some of
some
them
of them
did, but I
did.
didn't think all of them did. I don't know. I completely
Some
agree.
of them.
I do agree with you with the eyelashes. For me, it's, like going back to the stickers and the tire caps and the ducks. Yes, they're extra add-ons, but there's stuff that you see other people have.
Mhm.
Not as many people have the tire caps, but you see people with custom tire caps. You see
Mhm.
people with the rubber ducks. You see people with customized license plates and stickers. There are very few people who have the eyelashes, and that is something that you can instantly tell, oh, that's so and so. So,
Yeah, the other thing too, that I think about is like for some of these is like practicality. I mean, sure, I may not need custom tire caps, but they're still tire caps, which means they have practical use to them.
right.
I see no need to like whether it's eyelashes or some type of headlight type of thing. I don't find any need to customize my headlights because I feel like if I do, you're just gonna make it worse.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. All right. So next thing, we've got those LED lights under the car. And I'm
Hmm.
specifically talking about this because our hometown hosts a cruise night every year around my birthday. There have been a couple cars there that will have these LED lights lining the bottoms of the cars, or honestly,
Yeah, that's right.
I've seen somewhere it's like around the doors. You know, they're cool looking, basically, is what I'm trying to say. The cool
Mhm.
looking LED lights. So, Jake, would you have LED lights in your car or under your car or around your car?
Under my car. If it was supposed to be like on the windows of my car, I would say no. Again,
Mm,
I think it's kind of unnecessary. At the bottom of my car, though, not only would it be a cool custom job, but I also think it's practical for like well, I mean, you already have overhead lights for your car because I think about it in terms of like you drop something and you're doing nighttime driving and whatnot, and you're having trouble just being like, oh man, where's the thing I just dropped? Where are my keys or something? Having those lights under there makes it so that way, oh, I know where they're at. I mean, the overhead lights on most cars are already pretty bright. Um,
hmm
the only time I would see it really coming into use is like, oh, my overhead lights aren't working. Well, at least I have these LED lights, so.
Right. Well, I can see where you're coming from with that. I'd say if you had your door closed, those would help as well because, again, they're not, your lights aren't on, so you can go and look. So, but the question is yes or no?
Hmm. Yes. I mean, it's not like the eyelashes for like the headlights, and they are in the inside of the car. So
hmm
I'll say yes.
Okay. So Jake says yes to LED lights under the car. Which, by the way, when we were talking about practicality, or when you were talking about practicality, I honestly thought you were gonna go with because it lights up the bottom of the car. I thought you were
Mhm.
gonna say if you were gonna do like a late night oil change or something, or like something happens underneath, you can see the undercarriage of the car and you can easily do that without needing the use of a flashlight.
Oh, you're talking about like under the car, like the under of the car.
Yes. Yeah, like
I
under
thought you were
the
talking
car.
about the inside, as in, um,
Oh
like
no.
in the driver's and passenger side.
I mean, we can include that. So, yes for the inside under. But how about the outside under?
Okay, that was not that clear to me.
Oh,
Okay, I would
sorry.
probably still have it because, like, I mean, as you mentioned, for the oil change.
Yeah.
So yes,
All
yes,
right.
I would still have it.
So Jake would have LED lights underneath his car. I would not. I don't know. I feel like they're cool in a car show setting, and I can see the practical use for it. But
Mhm.
in like day-to-day driving, I feel like that could be something that's more of a distraction.
Yeah.
especially if I have one of those lights that's blinking. Maybe if they're red or blue or both, that might be a little distracting. It may cause frustration with other drivers. I don't want to have to.
That is a big thing to consider too, because like, I mean, if I were to have lights, it would not be flashing lights. It would especially not be flashing red and blue lights. After all, we don't want to recreate that one episode from the Pokemon anime that never released outside of Japan.
Yeah, that is true. That is
We
true.
will get into more detail on that when we talk about banned Pokemon episodes. Or
Yeah.
maybe just banned episodes in general, although that might be too broad. So,
Well, I mean,
um,
I could see us doing just like a band episodes and then having multiple parts to it.
uh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Yep.
Okay. What's
All
the
right.
next thing we got?
Okay. I know you said no to headlights.
Okay.
I have on here different colored headlights. So, head like I know there's someone in our hometown that has like red headlights for their truck. One of my students said that one of their family members has different colored headlights in their car. I've seen them around. I want to know what you think about them and would you have them?
Okay. So for a lot of these, I could see them for like if I was to have a custom sports car someday.
Hmm.
Assuming I have the money for it, because let's be honest, most of my money is going to living expenses, necessities, and music.
I mean, you could
And if
always.
I were to buy a very expensive necessity for me, or at least one that necessity, quote unquote, it'd be new instruments or just add-ons to instruments specifically. Um, before a car. And keep in mind, a new instrument can be just as, if not more expensive than a new car.
Mhm.
Um, so in the case of different colored headlights, I would probably see me like I plan on having like some type of a sports car that's green, specifically one that's like green and white or green or
You,
black.
you just want to be Kevin 11, don't you?
Uh,
Green
not
sports
not specific,
car,
not specific, not
the
specific.
yeah, treat a car like you treat a woman sticker, customized license plate,
I mean like
and it's green. Come on.
I mean someone did win like Kevin's custom green car that was used in the Alien Swarm movie.
That is true. That is.
Um yeah, but I wouldn't want Kevin's car specifically because it's like tailored to him. And also like the movie specific one isn't green enough in my opinion. Like I like it is green, but it's kind of a little bit too pale for me.
You want a bold green. You want like a Tokyo.
I don't just want a bold green. I want like a freaking metallic green. Like I'm trying to think because
I can picture.
I don't know what would be the best comparison for it, but I love metallic colors in general.
Right.
Like pastel colors are all right with me.
Hmm.
I mean, of course, I like different shades of green, but like I love metallic colors. Like there is a legit metallic pink saxophone out there. I'll probably talk about it one of these days, but I love metallic pink, metallic red, metallic purple, metallic blue. Like I even like metallic orange, and I'm not that much of an orange person, but I love metallic orange. Like I think metallic colors, like I used to have metallic pencils in general, and I used to just fiddle around with them. You
Right.
know, metallic colors are cool to me. You know, um, but different color headlights for my car. For practical use, I rather just stick to the good old generic headlights. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's true.
And I feel like if I were to do like a different color, it might disturb the other driver,
Hmm.
especially if I were to go with red or green. type of headlights and the person that's driving happens to be colorblind, which might be a big oh no for them.
That is true. All right.
Um,
But you're saying in a sports car, you might.
in a sports car, if I were to buy my own sports car, if we were to buy our own sports cars, I wouldn't consider it.
So you're
Um,
implying that
I,
I'm buying a
I, I
sports car
would,
as
I would,
well.
I would consider it. I would consider it. Sorry, I said the wrong thing.
Hey, no, no,
In the
no.
custom,
I
in
just
my own custom sports car, I would consider it. In my own car, no,
okay.
absolutely not.
Okay. I just want to go back to the whole we part. What sports car do you think I would drive?
Um, probably the DeLorean,
Yeah, I've
and
seen.
I would try to drive the Landalorian too.
All right. Okay. So that's a no for Jake. For me, if something like this were to happen,
Hmm.
I'd say the only color I'd change it to is yellow.
I mean,
I mean,
I
hear me
guess.
out on this. It's because nowadays headlights tend to be more of a bright white, and
You
they
know what? That is fair. I'm not a big fan of bright white
right. And
headlights.
I understand that, for some places it is really dark and you need to have your brights on. But nowadays there are so many cars where like their normal lights look like they're brights.
Hmm.
And then you have cars like mine. If you're turning, I found this out a couple months ago. If you're turning and you have your headlights on, the headlights will actually turn the brights on while you're turning.
Hmm.
And I feel like that would be something that would be distracting for other drivers. Personally, if I were to do something like this, it'd be yellow, but I am leaning more towards no as well.
Okay.
Right. Now, before we get to our last two, unfortunately, we only have 2 minutes left in this recording session. So we're going to
Okay.
hop out, hop back in. By then, I should know whether or not we had the intro caught up. If not,
Okay.
just include this in the intro and just, I don't know, have it where these last two are technically the starting points to our video.
All right.
So we will see you on the other side. And we're back for two more quick things. So Jake, you ready?
Yep.
All right. So the next thing on this list is a hood ornament. So have you ever watched those movies where like either the super rich, super secret spy guy or the super rich, super evil British villain has that little metal thing on the hood? That's what I'm talking about. And it's not just like a small statue. You could have a small statue, or I've seen people have the Autobot or Decepticon symbol on the hoods of
Oh
the
yeah.
cars.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Um.
most of the time, this is for the actual brand of the car, but different people have different things. I have also seen a lot of Eagles,
Mhm.
so. But Jake, would you have a hood ornament?
Hmm. I would probably have one, but what it would be, I'm trying to think because it'd be tricky.
It would be
I
the
mean,
tricks for the sports car.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm trying to think because assuming I would put it on the green sports car, I would actually go for the Omnitrix symbol on it
That's what I
because
just.
oh well, yeah. For my actual car though, um I would probably go for a saxophone. The only thing is I don't know which direction it would be oriented because I'm not sure if it would look good straight up.
Um,
because because if you think about it, the hood ornaments for people's cars, say if they were to do an eagle, it's usually like directed straight.
usually, but there are ones that go straight up. So I can see a saxophone going there.
Yeah, but the saxophone it's all I guess it depends on the size of it too,
Yeah. I mean,
because it
I could
is
also see
small.
one. I can also see it where it's kind of straight up, but it's tilting back. So
You mean
create
tilting
more of a
forward.
slant like this.
Oh,
I
okay.
could see you doing something like that. I don't know. You were mentioning putting a saxophone up, and my first thought was if you have it backwards and you had it where it actually was like a small saxophone but fully functional while you're
You
driving, would you be able to play some music with the wind?
uh,
I doubt it, but
I mean it makes it as long as it's able to vibrate with the reed.
that's
I
true.
mean, I don't know. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be like a giant saxophone because, like, well, first of all, that'd be the equivalent of sticking your teddy bear at the front of the truck,
Mhm.
like
That
most truck drivers do.
so I was actually debating on putting that on this list, but I was gonna
I
like
don't want to
specify
massacre
Lotso.
stuff. I don't want. I knew you were gonna mention that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be like Toy Story 3. I don't want to murder stuffed animals.
Speaking
What?
of Toy Story, so there is a car about an hour away from here that has a bunch of Toy Story toys all over it. It's
Uh,
cheap, but it's really cool because you'll just go around and you'll see the toy gang, and you go to the back, and then you'll see a small Woody and Buzz hanging off the tailgate.
okay. That's a little bit clever. Um,
Mhm.
yeah. So I would have one.
You
I
would
would have an ornament on my car.
you would have a
Um,
all
yeah.
right.
Not
I
too fancy though.
That's fair. I think it'd be really cool to have a hood ornament. I just don't know what it would be.
You
Part
know what? Screw it. Have it be a Pokeball. You already have the Pokeball uh tire caps on it. I mean, you might as well have a Pokeball ornament on it on the
what?
hood.
Why Pokeball? Why can't I have a Pokemon on it?
I mean, you could have a Pokemon on it. You could have the Pokeball
Wait, wait,
inside the Pokemon.
hold on. I got it. Psyduck. Because I got the Pokeballs and I've got the rubber ducks. So the Pokemon.
That is true. That is true. You could
Plus, out of
have
all the duck
Psyduck, or
Pokemon, Psyduck's my favorite.
you could have Psyduck for your practical car, and for your custom car, it could be Golduck. Because for the cooler, because for the cooler car, for the upgraded car,
Yep.
it should be the evolution, which
Well, I mean,
is
it makes sense.
blue.
I mean, Golduck, isn't Golduck one of the fastest Pokemon in water?
I believe so.
Yeah, so upgrading to a sports car, sports cars are generally seen as faster. Makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, all right, last thing.
Okay.
And looking at this last thing now, I kind of wish I did do Lotso in front of a car. But this is actually something really iconic. I know my uncle used to have these in his cars. I think he still has these in the car.
Hmm.
I know a lot of other people do.
Hmm.
It is a staple. I can't remember which group.
Hmm.
I know a lot of it's either I don't know what it is, but it's those fuzzy dice that you would put on the
Oh, you're talking about stuff to hang on your
Mhm. Well,
rear
I'm
view
gonna
mirror?
extend it to stuff you hang from there. But originally, like on this list, I literally have dice on the mirror.
Okay,
But we
so
will
I
extend it to
actually,
all of it because the more I think about it, there's a lot more things you could put on there. I've seen
yeah.
someone put dream catcher.
So
There's the crosses that you put on.
this is already a yes for me because I already have one on
You
my
have one.
rearview
I
mirror. Yeah, yes. So this isn't your typical dice prop thing, but
Mhm.
so for those that do not know me personally, Xavier does know me personally, and I've mentioned it a couple times on this channel, but I am Catholic
Mhm.
and I started praying the rosary a lot more frequently. I want to say since April. So I've always I'll carry the rosary around me, but usually the most times I've been able to squeeze in a rosary is in my car. So I have the rosary uh propped on the rearview mirror of my car. If you're not familiar what a rosary is, it is string with a cross at the end of it with a set of beads surrounding it. There's a certain pattern, and the rosary is a prayer specifically. I mean, the rosary itself is just a guide. Is a prayer that you the rosary is a prayer that you actually say. Um, and the actual thing itself is a guide. It is still important, it's been a part of the Catholic history throughout history. It was made by I think it was Saint Catherine that made the rosary. Um, and they are considered holy relics because they can be blessed. I mean, I guess anything can be blessed.
Mhm.
I actually,
I mean, you bless nieces all the time.
I just remember for my confirmation, I got a custom, and I still have this again in my parents' house, a Lego, rosary.
Oh,
And I
that's
got
cool.
that one blessed too.
Nice.
So, yeah. So in my car ornament, I have, rosary hanging up. For my custom car, I might have the same thing,
Mhm.
because it is important to me. But if I was to do something fun with it, because I'm trying to think, because dice are kind of a typical thing.
Mhm.
They're fun.
They are fun.
Maybe you could do something. Actually, you know what? I know what I would do with them. I would
Mhm.
get D&D dice specifically.
Nice. I like that.
And to get even more specific, because they are real, although they are custom made, I would get music theory D&D dice specifically. And yes, they do exist. I have seen them before because one of my music
Yeah.
professors brought them in. And
Hmm.
yes,
I've seen some of those
they
too.
work. Yeah, and they are awesome.
Yeah.
So, yes, I would get custom D&D dice as a second option, just for a little bit of fun.
No, I agree. I mean, so I agree with you getting those dice for it. That's what I mean. When it comes to hanging things on the mirror, I'm split on it. I am like almost at a full 50-50 split. Because on the one hand, it would be cool. It'd be very cool. Um, there's a lot of things I put. I mean, I'm that much of a nerd that I could. What are you laughing at?
I just still have the most twisted thing out there.
What?
So, Xavier, what's your least favorite fictional character?
My least favorite.
Like, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
the I was a Harry Potter person at the beginning. I gotta go Doris Umbridge or Dolores Umbridge. See, I don't like her enough for I'm not even gonna tell her or say her real name. But Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix.
Oh man, it is an actual person, so it might even be less funny if you do it, but like, you take your least favorite fictional
I already know where that thought's going.
I'm not gonna even gonna say the full thing.
Okay, to those of you
The rest
who
of our audience that knows what I'm talking about, you have the mental capacity to figure it out on your own. But like
that
I just thought of this. This is what this podcast does to me.
I didn't think about that. Oh,
Oh,
oh man. That went dark.
yeah, it went dark. Sorry, sorry. So
Uh,
you're split on it.
I am split. Part of it is I think it's really cool. I'm one of those nerds where I feel like I could put on like specifically Han Solo's dice. They had
Oh yeah, that's right. That would be awesome.
I could I could probably put that. I feel like I'd put the One Ring.
I'm trying to remember because because the I can't remember the starship that the Guardians of the Galaxy ride on.
Oh,
Did
the
they have
Milano.
something? Huh?
Milano? Um, I don't think it had something. If it did, I think it would have just been like the normal dice.
What about Yondu?
Yandu had trolls. He had like,
Oh.
well, it wasn't just trolls. He had these little knickknacks he had on his armrest. It'd be the equivalent of our ducks.
Hmm.
But like I said, I can see myself putting a couple things up there. I think in the past I've put up an air freshener in my car.
I
How
mean that works too. I mean it's more practical than
it's more
anything, but I
practical,
mean
yeah.
but
However,
hey,
the thing that
at least your car smells good in the process. Actually, you know what could work is I guess this is more Pokemon specific, but you can do it for a fictional character. But you specifically take like a Pokemon that I guess is known for smelling good. I guess one that is able to do sweet scent. So I guess like a grass type Pokemon like Roserade and paint it up on your car and it be your car scent.
that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. But going back to it, I think it'd be cool. But on the other hand, the idea of having something hung up right there, because when you're driving, you're sitting up, and again, you've got it right here. I feel like something like that would end up blocking part of your vision for your windshield. And before anyone goes and says, "Oh, what about the ducks?" Ducks are small, and if you have them, back enough, they're not gonna be within the line of sight.
Yeah.
But regardless, I am at a 50-50 split because I think it'd be cool. I feel like something small, like maybe not the big fuzzy dice, but like again, the small dice that Han Solo have. I could also see myself when I have children going the locket thing where I have the locket in the car and it has
Oh yeah, that would be cool too. That'd
yeah.
be awesome.
But
Yeah.
at the same time it like especially if it was something bigger, I don't think I'd put it there.
Yeah. So you're going maybe.
I'm going maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
All right. Well, that's all I had. We
Yeah.
could go with the toys route, unless.
Yeah. I got a couple of ones that just came to my mind.
Okay.
Um so these won't take very long. So I'm only saying this one because I just sent it to you this week in our usual I guess my usual spamming of Instagram reels because you don't send too many stuff to me.
I.
But I sent Xavier the Pikachu windshield wiper, specifically the one that is on the rear end.
Yep.
And it's a custom job too. And I think it's really cool. So someone makes a Pikachu on the rear view mirror or the rear windshield
Hmm.
and on the wiper part of it it's its tail and it's wagging its tail. And
Hmm.
I think that's just cool.
That
So,
those are
what now? for my practical car, I probably wouldn't get custom ones because it could possibly block my
Mhm.
vision. Also, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's true.
But for my custom car, I would like to put something on there. Maybe not Pikachu specifically. If it
Right.
were a Pokemon themed car, I definitely would put it on there.
Hmm.
But maybe something else. I don't know what it would be.
Hmm.
But what about you? Would you get custom windshield or back shield wipers?
So yes and no. I I got I'm gonna be really specific with this. I would not get the ones where you have that picture on the windshield because
Hmm.
I feel like that would be like especially if you're trying to go backwards. I know I've got one of those backup cameras, but I feel like that's still blocking whatever's behind you.
Yeah,
But if it was just like some an add-on to the wind or like to the wiper itself, I totally get something. I know exactly what I would get.
yeah. And
I'd
then
get a hand.
yeah.
I no, I would specifically get a hand looking like this because if I'm driving and I look back at like my rear window, like the rear mirror, the mirror we were just talking about. If I look in it and I see that the person in the car behind me is someone I know, my instinct is to go to my dial that starts the windshield wiper in the back so that it
Mhm.
goes just once like a wave. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure everyone who sees me do that thinks I'm weird because I will do it without a cloud in the sky, car's not even wet.
Mhm.
But still, it is with the hand, it would make more sense because then it's a
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah. So, but would you definitely put them on if you were to have like custom like sports car or something?
I don't know.
I mean, keep in mind you probably wouldn't bring this out to the ring.
No, you wouldn't.
It'd be just for fun.
It would be for fun. Maybe. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say maybe. It would depend on the car.
Yeah. By the way, would it be enough for Pikachu to go up to A tier now for
No,
me to do that?
no.
Damn it. Okay. The last thing. So when you were first mentioning it to me, I was picking stuff and I thought it was all like fictional stuff, like fun stuff, and not like the custom stuff. So
Mhm.
I guess both of us wanted to have time travel in our car, which means having plutonium. So I guess that'd be the obvious thing. But I came up with this one. This
Okay.
is very hyper specific, and this is totally fictional.
Mhm.
But a mechamorph core for the engine of the car. So
That's
I'm
uh,
specifically talking about the alien upgrade from Ben 10. So
mhm.
um, for those that don't know, so there's an alien in the show called Upgrade that Ben transforms, and the species that he's a part of is a galvanic mechamorph. And for those of you that don't know what Upgrade's abilities are, his abilities is to upgrade technology.
Mhm.
Well, possess technology, but also upgrade it.
Yeah.
Um, and upgrade anything. And I would get a mechamorph core. So that way up I can have the ability to upgrade certain parts of the car. I
I
can have gun blasters, I can have upgraded boosters, I can make the cars submersible in water, I can make it fly. Heck, I could have my own portable microwave and fridge in the car. I am that serious. I mean,
I know you're serious.
I got type 1 diabetes. I need to eat something.
That is true. You know, I was about to be iffy on this, but like you're explaining the type of upgrades. I would
I mean, it's all practical at the end of the day.
it is. So we all know I disc golf, right? There
Mhm.
is a river by where I disc golf that has claimed so many of my discs as well as other people's discs. I would totally take my car, drive it into that river with that core so that it can submerge underwater and pick
Mhm.
up discs as I'm driving through.
I mean, it wouldn't necessarily like submerge in water because I mean, I'm not sure size changing would be
No, it's not
part
size
of
change.
it.
That river is big enough to fit a car. I'm just saying the car would
It,
drive in the water and pick up the discs. Oh,
I
something
guess it depends how deep the river is because like I
it's
mean,
not that
assuming
deep.
they're yeah, it's not that deep.
So, um,
Yeah.
but all that aside, I would totally get one.
Okay.
It would beat any sort of traffic jam I have. It's like, okay, traffic's bad. All right, upgrade to wings. Why?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it would make the car invisible though.
I don't
That
think it
might
would
be
either. It'd be pretty cool.
that might be its own specific thing.
You know,
Okay.
now
So
that you
that's all I
mention
got.
it, if we do another part to this, we gotta do it with the fictional stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we've already established we both have a flux capacitor with plutonium,
Mhm.
you know, and now we're establishing we have that core.
Mhm.
But all right, any more things you have, Jake?
No, having custom stuff on your car makes you more unique. I mean,
Hmm.
I guess you shouldn't stand out too much from the crowd because the more people recognize you, assuming you achieve the status of like total fame and popularity and recognition and whatever, people might easily recognize you and make you a target.
That's true.
And we all know, especially in more recent events, how that can be. But hey, it's cool to have fun. It's
Right.
cool to customize your stuff and to make people feel bad that they don't treat their car like they treat a woman.
Go on.
No, I guess I sense that I made a mistake of some kind.
Yeah. No. And, we may have said no to a bunch of different things, like the eyelashes on the car, but that does not mean that
Mhm.
I'll look at your car with eyelashes and judge you. It just means that for us, we would not put it in our car. Do whatever you want to your car, it's yours.
Okay, maybe not whatever you want.
That's true.
I mean, I know we said to treat your car like you treat a woman, but
Don't go there. Don't go there.
don't go there, please. Don't go there. You know what? No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say the thing that just came to my mind.
All right. Well, after this, we're gonna go on a phone call and you are gonna tell me what you thought of.
I plan on it, and you might know what I'm talking about.
But with that, that is the end of today's episode. We talked about different accessories, and we have an idea for a future episode where
Mhm.
today we had real accessories. Future, we're gonna have some futurist or not futuristic, fictional accessories. But that's not gonna be next episode. Next week it's gonna be Jake's episode, so it's whatever he decides.
And I
You're
got a lot of things on my mind, so
you got a lot
we'll
of things on your mind.
not dry on ideas.
What's that?
I said I'm not dry on ideas.
Okay. All right. But with that, I'm Xavier Dean.
And I'm Jacob Green.
And I wish you a wonderful night because it is still nothing Zilch nada after hours.
Mm-hmm.
Stay safe. We'll see you next week. And remember, be you. It's your car. You can do whatever you want with it. Have a wonderful night.